Hi, Newfield artists. Today is Wednesday, and it is also National Apple Pie Day, May 13th. And I thought it would be fun to do a few different ways to draw apple pie. I have a few examples that I just finished here that I drew out and I traced with Sharpie of a few different angles. So this is a fun one that is a top view, or like a bird's eye view would be from the top down. And we get to see the whole nice design. Sometimes this is how apple pies are made, with these strips of dough on the top. And over here I have also a top view of an apple. So there's one way. And then I also have here a side view apple pie right out of the oven. It's showing some steam there. And I have it on a tabletop. And then this is a slice of apple pie. So I'm going to just walk you through some of the steps to draw these out. And keep in mind that most of these steps are also in the slides that you can refer to whenever you need to. And you can always pause the video if it is if you need to take more time, because I am going to speed some of these parts up. But here we go. Just here, here, the pencil first. I'm really good to say this will do me a little bit better. Better because I have a hole here, just out of shape circle, and you can that will be the circular shape. So just like hold that down and trace around the shape. And the thing is, I'm going to draw in the crest, which is going to be a nice wavy line all the way around. It's a circle. So this nice wave all the way around. There we go. So the crest is done, and I'm going to start drawing in the strips of the dough. So I have already finished. Around worry right now about the couple random weaving of it. You deal with it if you want to do that way. But I'm going to go ahead and everything I want to do everything. And all you need to do is just those nice little waves. I'm just doing those strips of dough. So I have 1, 2, maybe on a third, and a part of 4 for your side. So they're all going this way. So they're working in front of me. And now it's go opposite direction and do the same thing. So now I'm going to just take my eraser and I'm just going to erase certain parts. So I'm focusing on just the these 1, 2, 3, mostly right here, and I'm just going to start erasing. So I want it to be looking like, okay, it's going over and now it's going to go under. So I'm going to erase that way. And then it's going to go over here, so I'm going to erase this way. So you're just using your eraser and just trying to get that weaving pattern in there. So I'm going to speed this up a little as I continue. By the way, you don't need to trace. I just really wanted to make this darker so you could see my lines here. So that whole part where you go and erase and you do a weaving over and under with those lines, if that gets too confusing, you could choose to do a different version, which I'm going to show you 2 more. Or you can just leave it as is with that nice kind of checkerboard pattern. So you have lots of options here as always. And I do want to also include an apple over here, and it's also going to be like we're looking at it from the top, so a top view of an apple. And I'm again just picking something that's round. I have this little cup, and I'm just going to hold it here. I kind of like how it looks when it's a little bit off the page, some things. So I'm just going to hold that down and get my circle. All right, and then I'm just going to, right in the middle, a little circle, like a little dot right there, and that's where the stem is going to come out. So it's kind of from inside the apple, so that's going to be a dark part right here. You could go ahead and make a couple little more lines around it, and then you're going to see the stem that curves out. So something like that, and you may also see a leaf. So I'm just going to something like that, and you will have a leaf there. And if you want to add in a couple extra lines, maybe a little curve there showing a highlight because it's such a shiny apple, maybe a little shadow effect on that side. But that is pretty much it. So I don't need to put a line here or anything behind the pie because we would see the whole table because we're looking at it from the top down. So this is one way that you can do it's just going to be more of a smooth top. So right from here, I want to kind of match up where that diagonal line was coming from. I can give myself a little marker there and over here. And I just want to really connect. So I'm going to do sort of like a nice rainbow curve that comes up and comes down and meets over here. So I'm just going to go up and down. Okay, looking pretty good. And now when you make pies like this, you can get your own reading what I'm going to use 3 fails. So you can choose from. So I'm going to do a select level here. I'm going to start with the because you know that there's a couple of categories. So I want to draw a triangle. So it's going to be a cute triangle. So it's going to have one arrow. And I'm starting over here. You can see that line. And then I'm just going to bring it over. Something like that. Okay, and then what I want to do is similar to the other that you're doing with the cuts, it's going to be over here. We're just going to throw in that next one. So it's actually going to replace this. And then that's going to do. So I'm just going to erase that. I'm going to replace it with a curved line. How like that. Okay, and then I'm going to extend out, round out a little bit, and I'm going to fill it up. The same way I did that, and starting to open. And now I want you to come down. A little bit diagonal. Okay, you know that one. This is really far back a little bit. That brings down. So just look at here. Actually, I can do the purple Sharpie. So I'm going to choose this. And I'm going to follow the same line here at the bottom of the pie. So something like this. And then just make a connect right there. Alright, and now it's I did not use Sharpie here because I know that I definitely want some ice cream on my apple pie. This could also be whipped cream that you might see on the top here. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be able to erase where I won't see the back of the pie. So actually I'll just use my pencil first. So think about like a scoop of ice cream or whipped cream, kind of like a wavy line at the bottom. It might be starting to melt there on the bottom, and then it kind of would curve up a little bit. Maybe another curve, and then maybe that would be the top. So maybe something like this. And then I can just go and I can erase here where it's now on top of or in front of that back line. It's on top of the pie, but we're not going to see that back line anymore. So now I can go back and I can retrace. And I can retrace. So I'm all done coloring everything in, and that was fun. I really enjoyed that. So we have 3 different ways, different versions of apple pie that you can draw. We got the slice, we have the side view whole pie, and we have the top view pie and the apple there too. So have fun with this. Check out the slides. There's also a slide about the artist named Wayne Thiebaud, and he did a lot of drawings and paintings of foods and desserts mainly. So check that out, and be sure to take pictures and post on the stream so we can all see your beautiful artwork. Have a great day, everyone. See you later.